I've talked to officials throughout the country who have said that they have to temper their remarks and what they say about the federal government response for fear that President Trump will punish the citizens of their state if he considers them to be a complainer. You and President Trump seem to have been working collaboratively. He praised you yesterday. Do you find yourself, by necessity, tempering what you say in terms of any issues you might have with the federal response?
I've been consistent, and Jake, you know this. We've been dealing with historic wildfires and droughts out in the West here in California. And I've always said, I've said it back a year ago, this is not time to bicker. I don't care who's up and down, whose polls are looking better than someone else's, or who wants to run for president or who doesn't. When it comes to times of crisis, we need to raise above the partisanship. And I've extended always an open hand, not a closed fist in those circumstances. And this is no different. But let me just be candid with you. I'd be lying to you to say that he hasn't been responsive to our needs. He has. And so as a question, as a sort of an offer of objectivity, I have to acknowledge that publicly. And the fact is, every time I've called the president, he's quickly gotten on the line. When we asked to get support for that Mercy ship in Southern California, he was able to direct that in real time. We got 2,000 of these field medical sites that are up, almost all operational now in the state because of his support. And those are the facts. We always want more. I could criticize this or that. At the end of the day, we're just trying to focus on developing a relationship of trust as a matter of course, because there's just too many Americans, 40 million that live in this state, that deserve us to get together and get along.
And obviously, the coronavirus is taking a huge economic...
You know what? Jake Tapper, let me talk to you. And I think you blocked me. But let me talk to you here, okay? Stop doing what you're doing. You are a disgrace to America. You are everything that somebody should not be. You are just one horrible person. Stop trying to divide people all the time. Stop trying to bait people into saying bad stuff about the president. And during a crisis, this is not the time to be bickering and hating on the president, a man that is doing everything he can to help us out. Jack, whatever your name is, what is your job? Is your job to report on the news, or is your job to hate President Trump? Seriously, what is your job? Your job is to report on the news. Your job is not to divide America. Your job is not to get people to hate on the president. You know what you need to be doing? You need to listen to the governor. You need to take after this governor and unite with the president. You need to report on news. The news is that President Trump is helping everybody. The news is that President Trump is doing everything in his ability, everything in his power to kill this virus. The news is that President Trump is putting everybody in America first, even you. Even you. The president is doing everything to help everybody, including his haters like you. That is news, my friend.